Hi, this is Ryan. I'm here because I wanted to share myself with all of you. Perhaps in the near future, we can discuss things, we can engage ourselves in a useful, valuable discourse, or we can make use this platform to actually communicate. Because the outside world is not yet ready to accommodate our existence because of the pandemic. And this pandemic should not hinder us from communicating, from getting in touch with people. And that's what I'd like to do via this video. I would like to talk about public speaking. I know that public speaking is not an easy task, especially when we were in high school, perhaps, when we had our speech classes, or in college, we had our speech subject. Every time that our teacher asks us to go in front and deliver a speech, it's gonna be a terrifying experience. It's natural, actually. It's natural to get nervous. It's natural to be frightened, especially if you are actually talking to an audience. That's not what we actually do every day, right? But we have to overcome that fear. We have to embrace public speaking because it's something that we do every day. For example, as a student, you're asked to report on a certain topic. Of course, when you report on that topic, you have to do that in front of the class. And if you're trembling, shivering because you're afraid to talk, that can have a negative impact on your academics, on your grade for that matter. Or for example, an employee, you're asked to present something on behalf of the department, on behalf of your co-employees. That is something that's gonna have an explicit effect on your career. So those moments when we're called upon in front of an audience, or for example, you're asked to present, you're asked to report, you have to embrace that as an opportunity to shine. That has to be your moment. You have to delight in the fact that you are accorded that moment. But not everybody is able to think of that. Not everybody realizes that. Because we're nervous, we're afraid, we're so frightened to talk to people. That is natural, as I told you. But we, although sometimes speech coaches tell us that we can actually groove on that natural nervousness or fear that we feel every time we speak in front of an audience. But we don't have to waste our time on it. So how can we overcome that? How can we stop from being fearful, from being frightened every time we're asked to speak before an audience? Practice is the key. You have to really practice, practice, practice. What are the suggested activities that you can engage yourselves in? First, you can speak before a mirror. You can do that every day for 2 to 5 minutes, perhaps. Speak to yourself in front of a mirror and try to assess how the way you deliver, the way you talk, your pronunciation, the way you open your mouth. All of those things matter. Or you can ask your friends, your loved ones, to listen to you. Make them, make them your audience. Convert them into your audience. And after which, solicit feedbacks. Tell them that after you have spoken to them and spoken before them, that they're going to be soliciting your advice. They're going to be soliciting the feedback. The feedback coming from those people should matter because in one way or two, they are your audience. And later on, when you're asked to speak before a real audience, those feedbacks that you've obtained from your informal audience might be just similar to the very feedbacks that you will be getting from your real audience. So do that, and we have to really practice, constant practice consistently, constantly. That will help us avoid the fear, that will help us overcome the fear of public speaking. This is gonna be one of the series of videos that I'll be sharing with you until we go deeper into public speaking as not just a skill, not just a task, but it's part of our daily lives. So I'll see you again in my next video. And I hope if you do have any questions, please don't mind to write any comment on the comment box, and I'll be ready to answer your inquiries or your comments. See you then.